Hey y'all, I'm Shayna, and if you're new here, I'm reviewing Ready to Love Miami, episode 10, The Dating Game. And speaking of Miami, if you're down south in Florida, South Carolina, anywhere where the hurricane might have impacted you, I'm really hoping that you and your family and loved ones, whomever you're around, is okay and safe during this time. Also, y'all know I'm trying to grow my channel, so it's getting a little stagnant. I'm trying to stay motivated to keep going. So do me a solid, hit that subscribe button if you enjoy this video. Like, comment, share. It helps me out. Do something nice for somebody today. Me, if you don't mind. And subscribe to the channel. All right, so let's go ahead and get into it. We pick up where we left off with nephew Tommy stepping in and telling Brandy, hold on, I'm going to make the decision on who gets eliminated tonight. To no one's surprise, he eliminates LJ. No shock at all. We saw it coming. We knew it was going to come. Some people were saying, I saw comments where people were saying it's unfair because he didn't do it to Justice. He didn't, but LJ's been in the bottom quite a bit. And who cares? He's still in love with his ex. He ain't getting no grace over here on my side. So I just want to say, side note, I'm glad Tommy is doing well because I saw pictures of him being in a hospital recently, and I'm glad that he is okay and recovering, and it seems like he'll be back for next season and ready to love. So I'm glad you're doing okay, Tommy. Brandy thinks that this elimination was fair because everyone else had to take off work, make arrangements, and whatever else to get there to the getaway. So he shouldn't get a pass. I don't think that, him getting eliminated for working is fair. Like, okay, you had to work. If you just couldn't get off, fine. I think him not telling Tommy was not okay. I don't know why people think that you're in a contractual agreement. You should at least let the host know that you can't make it. And more importantly, he's still in love with his ex. And according to his ex-wife, he's still with his ex, at least during this time. So nothing else needs to be said. Bye, LJ. So Trinity is visibly upset because LJ was her strongest connection. And if that was her strongest connection and he said he slept with his so-called ex like the other day, girl, self-eliminate. Like, your time is up and just accept it. Like, I don't understand. I think she just wanted to win the game more so than anything over. Like, yes, I believe she wants to find love, but that it's not here. So if you know it's not here and that's what you're really here for, why are you so upset? So Tommy comes back and they play a dating game show called Sister and Her Mister, where the ladies have to answer questions about their top prospect, their guy, and whoever wins gets a nice romantic date at the getaway. And it's funny because while he was talking, Brandy and Kayla were sitting next to each other again, and they were sitting next to each other the last time when they were deliberating. So I'm like, are y'all in cahoots on this just to stay on the show? Because y'all always next to each other like y'all homegirls. But that's just something I picked up on. Don't mind me. So I just realized that Katie had like a wet and wavy wig. And I'm like, what happened to the faux locks? Don't tell me that was a hat faux lock wig that she had on. Like, now that I think about it, I think she did have the wavy wig on when her and Swayze was getting affectionate in the kitchen. So I'm like, okay, was the faux locks, did she have the faux locks? Girl, she switched up her hair. One thing she gonna do is make sure that hair is switched up. She gonna give you a different look every scene. And I ain't mad at it. I mean, I know y'all wasn't liking the hat, but I ain't mad at the switch up. She gonna give you a different look. Surprisingly for the game, Kayla picks Mike to be her partner over Randall. At this point, she should have just been like, let me sit this one out, but whatever. So Jamala and Trinika both pick Randall. And as they're playing, the first question, Jamala got wrong. And Randall was upset about it. He was upset when she got the answer wrong because she automatically got eliminated. And he's like, we talked about this already, so she should have known the answer. So he was upset that Trinika was just winning. Like, she had all the answers right. So Randall and Trinika and Kayla and Mike are tied. Brandy's visibly upset. Jamala's upset. So Trinika and Randall won the getaway date. Jamala is pissed, and Kayla'S upset as well because she lost. And I'm actually upset because I honestly would have preferred to see Mike and Kayla on this one-on-one date, because she claims that when they're together so different, this and that. And we saw a little glimpse of that when they were playing pool, but I wanted to see what he had to say at the getaway while Brandy was in close proximity, how he would have treated her on this little date. So I would have preferred to see that, because we know that, Trinika is she don't really got no connection with nobody. So Trinika and Arara go on a spiritual healing date. Randall lies, in my opinion, because he already said he was upset about Jamala losing. He lies about wanting Trinity to win. He claimed he wanted her to win because she's like, oh, you wanted me to win? Like, she was surprised that he said that. And he's like, yeah, why not? Because you don't like her. Because you wanted Jamala to win. That's why. Trinity gets surprised that he claims he wanted her to win because, she's like, you never really expressed that you were so interested before. And that's why, I'm not saying that she's doing any pick-me behavior at this moment, but earlier on, she was giving me a little pick-me vibes. And that's why being a pick-me never wins and never is successful, because you don't always end up getting picked. So, yeah, even if LJ was there, would they have made it to the end? No, I don't think so. So Trinika rubs his awful looking feet as they make as they're having a stare into each other's eyes thing that they're supposed to be doing, but I couldn't focus because of his feet. They have an activity or exercise where it's supposed to be intimate, and she's like, I can feel when he's disconnected, but I rubbed his ashy feet, and so he got back on board. But girl, the length she will go. Were you required to touch his feet? Otherwise, why did you do that? Like, why? Back in the house, Brandy and Mike are hugged up with Kayla in arm's reach. Like, you can reach out and touch somebody. That's how close she was. Trinika and Randall come back, and Trinika says the date was romantic. Randall said he enjoyed it. Jamal is upset. Kayla's upset that none of her connections even checked in on her. They ain't checking for her, ain't checked in on her. Don't care if she's there or not. The next morning, Sharice is talking to Samson, and they're having surface level, boring conversation per usual. And she says she's unsure if he's just going through the motions or if he's really interested. I think he's going through the motions, and I think you are too, Sharice. I think y'all both are just going through the motions, because I don't think Sharice has a genuine connection with anybody either. Like, y'all two are just, maybe, it's giving me co-workers at best. But I don't see it for y'all. I'm trying to think of any, besides Brandy and Mike, is there Katie and Swayze? I don't think there's a third couple. Like, I guess we would have just gave it to Samson and Sharice, but no, they need to end it. It's like, it's painful to watch them when they're alone and they have to talk. Jamala and Randall, I guess those two. Jamala and Randall are talking alone, and Randall confirms that he's there for her, but he's playing games. He's playing games. I wanted to like him, but he's playing games. She wants him to confirm to his other connections that it's just her. At this point, yeah. Y'all it's getting close to the end. Like, we're wrapping it up now. Like, we at the getaway, at that point, you need to already have decided who you're going to be with. I think even at this point, when we were at the getaway, Clifton had to let Dakia know that, he's going to go with his woman. Like, it's a wrap. At this point, by the getaway, people should be setting firm expectations on who they're with. And he's still playing games. Excuse me. Brandy, y'all know on the East Coast, the weather, the temperature dropped. Like, fall stepped in on time, not a minute late. So that little cough I had, I'm still trying to shake that thing. So excuse me. Brandy is unsure about Mike and Kayla's connection. Kayla, aka Issa Rae, wig aside, because, Issa would not. But Kayla is still very pretty. Is frustrated that neither one of her connections has put in any effort with her. I thought she had a third connection. Who was the third connection? I can't remember. So as she's leaving, Mike pulled her aside, like with his mic off, and in the parking lot, literally she had her foot in the car door, and she says that he told her he doesn't want to lose their connection. Girl, he playing games with you and you letting him? You might be one of the younger ones there, but you were old enough to know better, girl. So she said it's unfortunate that he had to wait for Brandy to leave to say this. Well, she didn't even say Brandy. She said the other girl or whatever she said. Y'all got to stop. She has to stop. Because she was petty with Brandy last time, and Brandy didn't even say nothing. It was Katie who said something. And then this time, the other girl, the other one, the other connection, like, say her name, Brandy. Come on now. Anyway, she thinks it's weak for him to even do that, like to pull her to the side after Brandy had left. Like, you couldn't do this in front of nobody. You're going to wait till everybody's gone. But she wants to see if it's real. Honey, it's not. And I want to see what your real intentions are. Is it to grow your YouTube channel? Is it? Because it can't be to be on the show to fight for Mike. Because, come on. It's embarrassing. I have secondhand embarrassment. Samson comes to Sharice's business for a facial. And she hopes he'll open up to her. Samson said he hasn't cried since his dog unalived in 2011. And he doesn't express his emotions. And we already know from his ex that he doesn't express his emotions. Sharice says she wants him to open up more. But he's frustrated. He's like, after all that I've said and I'm done, you still questioning like my emotions and my feelings towards you. Like, after all that. But yeah, you were giving gifts to everybody and y'all don't talk about nothing. But I mean, I guess we don't know what they talk about outside of the cameras. But from what I see, yeah, it's questionable. So at the end of the conversation, they fist bump, and I think it's a wrap. I think they need to end it. I don't see really how Sharice is still there, but like she is skating by the skin of her teeth. Kayla and Randall go on a date. This date was awkward AF. And Randall apologized to her and said he was just overwhelmed in the house because he couldn't be with who he really wanted to be with, which was Jamala. He spent way too much time with Trinika. Just the way the cookie crumbled. Randall said he had no answers for her. Like, she looking for answers and he don't got none for her right now. The answer is that you want to be with Jamala. Kayla says she still likes him. Do you? Because I don't hear you talking about him. Don't see you talking to him. Seem like you really just worried about Mike and, you know, you're just upset that you're losing. Like, Randall has too many options. It's like something going on between you and Brandy right now. Like, I think she like, it's just you just competing with the women are just competitive. They're competing with each other and they just want to win. But she was like, he doesn't, this date just didn't help their connection at all. It probably made things worse. It was awkward. And again, he should have just said he was going with Jamala. Like, he should have just said it right then and there. But he gonna ride this thing out all the way to the end. The men come to the gentleman's lounge to deliberate. And Mike said Brandy is his connection. Didn't make not near mention of Kayla. No, not mere mention of her at all. Samson said that he and Sharice's connection got stronger. Did it? When? Where? At what point? Did I miss something? Like, maybe I need to watch the episode a second time because what are you talking about? Now, let's ask Sharice the same question and see what she got to say. Randall's still confused about his three. So the guys put Kayla and Trinika. Lord, my handwriting. Kayla and Trinika are at the bottom. Kayla expresses that, she did not enjoy the getaway. Mike said, if LJ was there, I guess LJ was her third connection. Did they have a connection? I can't. Like, we keep saying she had 3 connections, but I thought the other one at one point was Swayze, but then it wasn't. I don't know. Anyway, he said if LJ was there, that would have changed things for her. I just rolled my eyes when he said this because what are you talking about? And why? He is always mentioning her other connections. Always. Like, he's very insecure. It's the fact, part of the reason I think he wants Brandy is because she only had eyes for him. Like, he got her on day one and locked in with her, and she never entertained anyone else. Like, she tried to have something fake with Samson, but anybody could see that was just fluff. Kayla actually, kissed other guys, and so I think he was just intimidated, and he cannot shake it. He doesn't try to hide it. He is just, like, out in the open, clearly insecure about it. Trinika is nervous about the date with Randall. She says she has a bad feeling about it. I really wish she would have stepped on the scene her last time with a different wig. I mean, it's not mandatory or anything. I just wanted to see her with a different look. Like, go over there, holla at Trinika, see what she got going on. Just switch it up a little bit. I just want to see something else. one thing about Kayla, like, y'all can talk about them wigs all y'all want, but she switches them up. She give us a different look every now and then. Like Trinity, she didn't give us nothing different from day one. Like, it's been a headband wig, headband wig, headband wig. I just want to see something else. So Mike is still leading Kayla on, and she letting him. Trinity, like, look, get straight to it, okay? She knows what time it is. When she's at the bottom, she don't play around. We saw what happened the last time. Randall, like, can I hold your hand? Can I? No. So she's pissed. She didn't cuss him out, though. She did not cuss him out. Unlike Mike, who she let him have it. She didn't cuss him out because LJ's gone. So I feel like since LJ was gone, she kind of knew. Like, so she took it a little bit better, but she didn't handle it well at all. The way Looney exited, I think that's how every woman should exit. Or the one who got eliminated, like, in the very beginning. I forgot what her name was. I think Sabrina. Like, handle it with grace. In class, like, your person is just not there. Like, y'all not about to see me sweat. Like, I'm not ready to love none of y'all, but I'm ready to love. Period. So, I'm just, he lets her know that it's her time to go, and she's very, very upset that she lost the game. She's upset that she lost the game because you ain't upset about these. You ain't had no connection with Randall. You gotta rub his feet just to get him to make eye contact with you. Like, come on, girl. Pull your dignity up off the ground and just leave respectfully. So, she feels like Randall should have put up a fight for her. Why? Good. Like, I'm glad that he didn't come out. Honestly, he wasn't man enough to tell her. Because he said he was like, oh, it wasn't me. The other guys made the decision. It's only 4 y'all. It was only 4 y'all, so you had your hand in that decision. Stop it. You didn't put up no fight for her. Just say, like, Jamala was my strongest connection. That's what it is. Just say it. It would have been fine if he just said it. Kayla is relieved, but she's like, I don't know if I should be because my connections ain't really acting right. Like, they're not putting me first. You should not be relieved. You should self-eliminate. There's no one there for Kayla either. I guess just out of the 2, they just decided to go with Kayla because she has 2 connections over Trinika. Really, that's it. Neither one of y'all gonna make it to the end at the end of the day. Unless somebody self-eliminates, which surprisingly this season no one's done it yet. We'll see what happens next week because they meet in the families, and we know when the families get involved, things go left. But let me know. I thought this episode was pretty good. Let me know what y'all think about the episode down in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.